This presentation will be going over all the necessary information you will need to understand incident reporting and management through Tickit. This module will cover what Tickit is, incident reporting, the terminology used, how to report incidents, reporting options for existing Tickit users, managing incidents, the incident's diary, how to close an incident, reopening an incident, creating a task, printing an incident report, and the incident widget. Ticket on Demand has been established to effectively manage and monitor tasks to ensure compliance with a range of legislation and internal controls related to the Corporations Act of 2001, the Australian Financial Services Licence (AFSL) requirements, Australian Securities and Investment Commission (ASIC) requirements, ASX and NSX listing rules, Financial Services Council (FSC) requirements, Australian Transaction Reports and Analysis Centre (AUSTRAC) requirements, Australian Taxation Office (ATO) requirements, and RFM's internal policies and procedures. The system is hosted externally and can be accessed from anywhere with a computer, an internet browser, and connection. The system specifies responsibility for all tasks within the system, including the timing and recurrence of the tasks. It creates an environment to effectively manage risks and incidents. The system ensures that appropriate action is taken where required and that RFM meets any compliance obligations imposed on the company. An incident is a discrete event that occurs in RFM. Reportable incidents include corporate compliance breaches, investor and advisor complaints, hazards, non-health, safety, environment and quality or non-HSEQ incidents, or HSEQ incidents. Tickit offers streamlined incident reporting and management. The required form to report an incident can be easily accessed on the RFM intranet or via web browser at the link listed. The information is fed directly to Tickit. Once a report is submitted, Tickit immediately notifies the relevant person, the person responsible for managing the incident, who can review the incident and assign tasks and monitor their completion to ensure the incident has been resolved. All relevant notes, incident history, and actions pertaining to the incident are maintained in Tickit. A report can be generated at every stage of the incident if required. Please note that Tickit is also used to record and manage RFM corporate contracts, conflicts of interest, and new risks. These items are recorded under the Events tab, the same tab that is used to record and manage incidents. Management of these events sits with specific officers and has not been included here. A breach means non-compliance with financial services laws, other applicable laws that regulate the conduct of RFM's business, for example, the Privacy Act or environmental laws, and RFM's internal policies. A breach includes a likely breach, a breach that will occur if you are no longer able to comply with the company's obligations, an event that may occur in the future. Complaint means an expression of dissatisfaction made to RFM related to its products or services or the complaints handling process itself, where a response or resolution is explicitly or implicitly expected. In most cases, complaints will originate directly from an investor or advisor. An HSEQ incident is any occurrence that has the potential to or has negatively affected the health or safety of staff, contractors or visitors, the environment or quality aspects of the business's commodities or crops. It can include a workplace accident, occurrence of any injury or illness, a near miss, and a workplace incident where the safety of a person was placed at risk, the integrity of the environment was compromised or placed at the risk, or the quality of commodities and crops was placed at risk. A non-HSEQ incident is any occurrence that has the potential to or has negatively affected the business but is not related to the health, safety, environment, or quality. For example, the release of inaccurate financial data during a media interview, or the spill of a crop with no damage or loss of the crop or impact on workers. A hazard is any situation, substance, activity, event, or environmental factor that could potentially cause injury, ill health, or harm, for example, damage, loss, etc., to a person, property, or the environment. The following forms are available through Tickit. Compliance Breach Report. This form is used to report corporate compliance breaches, for example, the failure to lodge a scheme's financial report with ASIC within the specified time frame. Complaint Report. This form is used to record any complaints received from RFM investors and advisors. Hazard report. This form may be useful to report an identified hazard. Recurring hazards may become a risk if not rectified. HSEQ incident report. To report any occurrence that can negatively affect the health, safety, environment, or quality. And finally, a non-HSEQ incident report. To report any event that has the potential to negatively affect the business. Incidents should be reported as soon as possible to ensure they are effectively managed and resolved. In some instances, it may be critical to take action immediately, for example, a serious personal injury or a breach reportable to ASIC. These are the terms that you will come across when reporting or managing an incident. An incident is a discrete event that occurs in RFM that is relevant to RFM's risk profile. It may impact on the likelihood, consequence, or control effectiveness of the risk. Incidents include corporate compliance breaches, investor and advisor complaints, audit issues, hazards, non-HSEQ and HSEQ incidents. Evidence documents are documents, including image files, pertinent to the incident that are uploaded by either the reporter of the incident or the incident owner. The documents are viewable by the incident owner in the Incidents Management screen only and are not accessible through the Documents tab. The incident administrators are the users who have been authorized to set up and administer the incident module. Incident administrators will be responsible for setting up incident categories, types, and forms, and assigning permissions to incident types. Incident categories refers to the incident classification, for example, HSEQ incident, compliance breach, complaint, etc. Incident priority is the assessment of the relative importance of the incident to RFM. It is mostly applicable to corporate breaches, however, can be also applied to complaints and incidents to rate their severity or impact on the company. For example, low is a rating of 1 to 2 for minor breaches or minor incidents. Medium is a rating of 3 to 5, and high is a rating of 6 to 10 for reportable breaches, serious incidents, etc. The incident status field records the current status of the incident. The statuses are new, open, rejected, or closed. Open incidents can also be overdue if the required action has not been undertaken by the target close date. Incident owners are ticket users that have been allocated responsibility for the management of the incident. The incident management screen of the incident is the screen that includes details of the incident entered in the web kiosk, plus additional fields for the incident owner to complete. Some are optional and some are mandatory. The management name of the incident field is displayed in this page. Triage is the stage where incidents are confirmed or rejected by the incident owners. The web kiosk is the screen that enables people to report the initial details of an incident. It is accessible by anyone who has the unique URL for these incident types, not just the login ticket users. You can report new incidents via RFM Ticket Web Kiosk. The kiosk is available to all RFM staff, including login users, and does not require you to log in. Go to RFM Intranet Internal Systems Ticket and click on the Ticket Web Kiosk icon. Alternatively, you can access Tickit via web browser at the link listed or via the Ticket Incidents link on the main intranet page. You will be directed to the incident reporting page of Tickit. Click on the drop-down menu What Happened to select the report you wish to submit. Enter all relevant details. Please note that the fields marked with a red dot are mandatory fields and must be completed. When you have completed all details, click the Submit button to submit your report. Tickit will not let you submit the form unless all mandatory fields have been completed. The incident owner, the nominated managers, and the compliance officer will receive an email alert immediately and will take the necessary action to progress the matter. Login users of Tickit can also report a new incident in the Events tab once they are logged in the system. Click on Create New Event and select the type of incident you wish to report, a hazard or an HSEQ incident. Complete the relevant fields, ensuring all mandatory fields have been completed. Once entered, click the Submit button. Tickit will not let you submit the form unless all mandatory fields have been completed. The incident owner, the nominated managers, and the compliance officer will receive an email alert immediately and will take the necessary action to progress the matter. After the incident has been reported, Tickit will automatically email the details of the incident to all incident owners for triage. Incident owners are defined in Tickit's administration setup area. For example, breach reports will be forwarded to the compliance officer, HSEQ incident reports to the national managers, business managers, and national manager human resources. If you click on the link Manage the Event in the email, it will take you to the management display screen of the incident. You cannot access this page if you are not the incident owner or a permission has not been set up for you. Shown here is an example of a typical incident form, a complaint form. It contains information about the incident, when it occurred, and who reported it. Management responsibility is set out as follows. Compliance breaches are the responsibility of the compliance officer. Complaints are handled by the complaints officer. Hazards and HSEQ incidents are the responsibility of the national managers and national manager human resources. Non-HSEQ incidents are the responsibility of the national managers and national manager human resources. Finally, potential disclosure items, not an incident but an important reportable event, are handled by executive funds management. The incident owner reviews the incident and determines if they are going to accept the event and manage it further or reject the event. The incident owner can access the incident in one of three ways. Firstly, from the automated email. Or in Tickit, click on the Events tab and search for incidents with a status of new. Click on the reference name link to open the incident to triage. From your Tickit homepage, My Actions list, click on the action link next to the incident details shown against the date the incident or event was reported. The fields within the management display are a combination of optional or mandatory, marked with a red dot. These mandatory fields must be entered before the incident can be accepted. Name the incident. See next slide for guidance. This will be the event name and will be displayed on the main page of the Events tab. Choose the priority of the incident. If an incident cannot be rated or is not appropriate, you can select Not Applicable. Complete any additional fields that require input, such as management comments and other mandatory fields. Attach any further evidence documents. This is optional. Click the Submit button. A message will be displayed at the top of the screen indicating that the incident has been confirmed. When naming the incident, please use the following guidelines. For breaches, write breach, followed by the description of the incident. For example, breach, periodic statements 2012. For complaints, write complaint, followed by the name of the investor or advisor. For example, complaint, Mr. Terry Jones. For hazards, write hazard, followed by the site and date. For example, hazard, Mural 2018-0522. For an HSEQ incident, write HSEQ incident followed by the site and date. For example, HSEQ incident, Farm 66, 2018-0522. For a non-HSEQ incident, write non-HSEQ incident followed by a description of the incident. For example, non-HSEQ complete
incident,
any additional
the
fields
age,
that may
interview
require
with
input.
Bryant.
Provide a comment as to why the incident is rejected. This is mandatory for rejected incidents. Attach any further evidence documents. This is optional. Click Reject button. A message will be displayed at the top of the screen indicating that the incident has been rejected. Please note that rejected incidents are never deleted from Tickit and can still be viewed through the event search screen by choosing the status of rejected. Rejected incidents cannot be reactivated but can be included in reports. The incident diary records all system actions, changes to the incident, and diary notations. Simply type the note into the provided space. Click on the Save Diary Entry button. Diary notes are shown with the name of the person who made the note and the date and time the note was made. All changes to the incident are recorded to show what was changed. Diary entries are shown in reverse chronological order based on the date the change or note was made on the incident. Once the incident has been fully resolved and it is no longer necessary to manage it, the incident can be closed. Generally, you would close an incident in the following circumstances. For a breach, the breach has been fully resolved and the internal compliance committee has signed off the breach as fully closed. Complaint. A response to the complaint has been provided to the client and the client has not approached RFM to provide further information or with an additional query, usually within a month after RFM's response. Hazard. The hazard has been fully rectified. Non-HSEQ and HSEQ incidents. The incidents have been addressed and resolved, and there are no outstanding action items. Potential disclosure item. The item has been disclosed to the ASX or NSX. Click on the Close this event button. A confirmation message, "Do you really want to close this event?" will be shown. Click OK to close the incident. A confirmation message will be shown that the incident has been closed. The Close button will now say Reopen this event. When tasks are outstanding against the incident, the Close this event button will not be displayed. The incident can only be closed once the outstanding tasks have been completed. No changes can be made to a closed incident, but diary notes can still be entered. Any previously closed incident can be reopened to continue work on. For example, an investor may have contacted RFM again in relation to the same matter after the complaint has been resolved. Click on the Reopen this event button. A confirmation message, "Do you really want to reopen this event?" will be shown. Click OK to reopen the incident. A confirmation message will be shown that the incident has been reopened. The Reopen button will now say Close this event. Tasks can be created against incidents to effectively manage the incident. Click on the Add a Task link on the bottom of the page. The task screen is opened. Enter the details of this task. Click Save Task to create the task. The incident owner may create a new task only if they have been given the permission to create a task. To allocate the task to a person, click on the Allocate this task button. The task allocation screen is opened for the selected task. Enter the details of this task allocation. Nominate the responsible person, the due date, reminders and escalations as deemed required. Click the Create button to save this task allocation. See the previous slide. To view all tasks linked to this incident, click on the down arrow on the right side of Linked Tasks. This report and the full contents of the incident can be printed in PDF format. Click on the Export as PDF button. The second image is an example of an incident report. You can add the Events widget on your home page by clicking the Add Stuff button in the top left-hand corner. The Event widget shows how the organisation is tracking with incident reporting in Tickit. You can choose to display one event incident type only or all event incident types. You will only be permitted to view those events or incident types where you have been granted access. This concludes your training.